I'm just trying to stay calm, is what it is. I'm just trying to stay calm. Life is okay. We're going to be okay. We're just going to be okay. All right. We're going to be okay. See? We're going to be okay. So I'm live both on YouTube and Facebook. Hello to YouTube. If this is your first time joining me, thank you. If it's not, thank you for coming back. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving, and I'm here to do some live badassery. So here's the thing. I've had too much coffee today, is the thing. And I'm a little bit jittery, but it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So today I'm going to be doing expedites. If you've never experienced one of my expedites, boy, oh boy. Something happened today. Something happened and coding. What? Calm down, Emmy. Calm down. We're okay. We're okay. All right. Let me just, maybe if I light my candles, look, you guys, I made myself a little altar. And I'm going to just light my candles. Okay. There you go. All right. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. We're calm. We're calm. And don't worry, if you're watching me on YouTube, you can see that I can see what the fire is doing. So it's not unattended. I can see if I'm going to burn my place down. Can you just turn it just a little? All right. So back to what I was saying about expedites. I'm doing expedites today. Shipping on my website depends on the location. Within the 50 states, I want to say it's $9, depending on what it is you get. When it's abroad, I don't know what it is. I don't know. But speaking of shipping, I had the most phenomenal, the most amazing freaking event this past weekend. Was it last weekend? Last weekend. And I did a black magic revocation workshop. It's a live workshop where I teach using my system, Kokoro 33. I taught the participants how to negate, how to revoke that black magic access. Oh, man. Not only did I teach them, I also offered a kit. You guys can see how many freaking notifications I ignore. Just ignore it. If you ignore it, it doesn't exist. Obviously, I'm messing around. All right. So you get a blessed rice. And this was made by someone very, very talented. They've been watching me for some time, observing the kind of fuckery that's sent my way during my lives. So this is calibrated to negate attempts on me. That's some shit right there. That's a lot of stuff. And then you get the 7 archangels resin. This is a resin that you can burn, and it calls in all 7 of the archangels. I made a body and room spray. And you can get larger sizes of these on my website. I don't have it posted yet. But this is the Empress spray. This is how my hair used to smell when I lived as an Empress. I love it. But the herbs, the essences that are included in this, they help with protection, empowerment, also vocalizing your needs, things like that. And then you get knot magic. So each of these knots, this is hand tied by me. Each knot contains a blast of energy. Y'all don't even know. I was like in a trance state tying these knots. So whenever you're in a rough spot, you just untie a knot and it releases that energy that's programmed into it. And then you get, these are charms. I have this tattooed on me. I have a whole story about these charms and how they've affected my spiritual journey. And then you also get, this is the most amazing. You get a light ceremony kit. This one has black candles and revocation oil. So you're going to be dressing the candles. This is a 5-day ceremony. And what this does, it revokes access to your field, to your auric field. This is calibrated for the attempts on me. It's a bit much, but I would rather be overprotected than under. You know what I'm saying? So this oil was actually calibrated to protect someone that gets attacked on the level I get attacked. And then on top of that, you have a purification light ceremony. And this is also for 5 days. And this helps to purify the space after you have unhexed, uncrossed, revoked access. And then of course, we added this, no, this is not what you think. These are protection herbs that have been powdered. So it's a protection powder, and you use it to dress the candles as you do your light ceremony. This kit, I have a limited number, like a really, really limited number on my website. I'm talking single digits. Single digits, you guys. The best thing, this is my most favorite freaking part of this kit. So I was talking with Michael about what should be included, what shouldn't be included in this kit. I'm sorry, YouTube, I started focusing on Facebook. But remember how I used to make swords? I'm going to go back to making swords, but these shards of selenite have been with me for 2 years. These shards have been sleeping beside me in bed for 2 years. And they've been there absorbing all of the energy as I raise myself in frequency and my understanding and understanding of myself, my place in this world, what I'm here to do. And so all of these selenite shards have all of that, have my history, my energetic imprint. And I turned them into little Michael swords in a jar. So not only that, during the time, like for a long time, I'm talking about over a year, during that period, there were quite a few really fucked up attempts on me. And so these shards, they're not like the rest of my selenite. These shards contain actual Michael fire, because there were a few times where someone so lovingly attempted to literally fucking kill me. You failed, bitches. I'm not joking. Someone decided to try black magic to stop my heart on my birthday. You failed. So this has that. No joke. I almost had to go to the ER for that one. Almost, but not quite. So it has that. And this is the kit that you get. I have it available, again, single digit numbers. I have it available on my website, meevolving.com. It's on the homepage. So now I'm all sweaty thinking of that shit. You freaking bitch. You made my chest feel a pokey. I was like, this shit's not right. I feel a pokey. It's a little bit of a pokey on my fucking birthday at that. Like, you shameless bitches. All right, guys. So let's get started. Too much coffee. Let's get started. I'm doing expedites today. We're going to do a ton of badass energy work. So again, if you would like to expedite your request, if I could just find the freaking app. I put the link on Facebook. I've also commented the link on YouTube. Now, if only I could log myself in. Excuse me. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. Hold on, guys. Oh, okay. Forgot a zero. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. So I thought it would be amazing if I went ahead and did a two-factor authentication. For why? I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like it would be a good idea. Obviously not. Okay, so Melissa. Like a scan. Okay. A ClairTarot reading. All right. Go ahead and fulfill that. So let me. All right, we're gonna do Melissa. Hello, guys. Hello. YouTube's not giving you guys notifications. Someone got real upset with me about YouTube not giving a notification. And I was like, I don't have control over that. Really don't. I don't have control over that. That's like when someone got pissed at me about they weren't getting notifications from my business page on Facebook. And then they tried to cuss me out. And I was like, well, that's lovely that you're expressing yourself. But unfortunately, even if I wanted to, I can't do that. All right, Melissa. Oh, so you didn't get one either? What's going on? Ooh, again, card number 44, visions of life before death or beyond death. So, Melissa, I believe you've gotten this card before. This has a lot to do with a process that you're in right now. You're not gonna like this. You are in an active ascension cycle. You're okay, girl. I will bring you back, I swear to God. You are about to experience a spiritual death, okay? Where it's going to be like everything is just beyond cluster fluffed. And it's going to be painful, okay? It's going to be painful. You can do this, though. You can totally do this. You are going to do this. It's not a matter of will you survive? Like you have no choice, okay? But it's going to be painful and you're going to get through it. I think it has a lot to do with what you're feeling in your back. Let me go ahead and scan you really quick. Something keeps jumping around. It moves very, very fast. I don't know what that is. It looks like a cross between like a fairy and I don't know what the fuck. I'm not joking. It looks like it's kind of like a fairy, but it's not. I'm asking it what it's doing in your space. You might feel some static electricity, okay, Melissa? And yes, I'm threatening it. Okay. It says that your higher self has given it permission to be in your space, and the ease with which it moves through your space kind of supports that. I don't like, though, that it's a bit sarcastic. It's really fucking sarcastic, and it's annoying me. It's annoying me. I do suppose that's my ego, but still. I'm talking to your higher self. Okay. So, Melissa, your higher self has actually allowed this. It's allowed this annoying little fucker to be in your space, to aggravate you. Have you been really annoyed lately? I just want to slap it. And it's like smirking. It's annoying. It's really, really annoying. I just duct taped its mouth. Have you been annoyed lately? You haven't been. Your higher self says you jump frequency easier when you get annoyed. And she's showing me sections of your coding that are being primed. Oh, she says, no, LOL, just annoyed slightly at the pain in my, well, that's where it is. It's not going anywhere else on you except your back. And it's a little shit. I'm like, usually I'm like, oh, how cute, it's a fairy. No, this thing is a little shithead. It's got me all ruffled up. I ask it, like, what are you doing here? Do you have permission to be here? And I swear to God, if you weren't so fucking small, I'd kick your ass. It says to me, I asked, what are you doing here? Do you have permission to be here? And it just looks at me and is like, what do you think? Do I look afraid to you? Oh, motherfucker. Simple yes or no will do. So yeah, no, it's only at your back. It's only at your back. And it has what looks almost, it's almost like a toothpick. Has the pain in your back been like annoying, stabby little thingies? Nothing ridiculously painful, just annoying. She said, wow, girl. And when I was about to do more than duct tape its mouth, your higher self actually stepped in and was like, I was like, you got fucking lucky. You got lucky. Well, no, not lucky. I guess it's supposed to be there. It's not of the light, I can tell you that much. It's not of the light, but its presence is causing you, I guess, to level up. It says at times, yes, it doesn't go to the front. I haven't seen it go to the front. Last night you had stabs in the boob. Well, now it's giggling. I'm assuming it did that last night. Maybe the back wasn't annoying you enough. This is just the most fucked up situation. I'm not even joking. That's just so fucked up. First, your higher self is on your ass about being patient. And now she's on you about getting annoyed. Like it's taking too much to annoy you. You're going to have to talk to her. You're really going to have to talk to her. See, look. See that shit? That's my attitude right now. That's how it's making me feel. Do you see how big that flame is? It's just a little thing. It's just a little tiny little thing. Don't get mad at it. It's just a little thing. It's just a little thing, girl. But yeah, that's what your higher self is doing. It's trying to piss you off. I think you're about ready for an upgrade, though. a pretty massive upgrade, Melissa. I know it's been a while, and I typically tell you, nah, you're good still. But in this case, yeah, I feel like it's time for an upgrade for you. Yeah, y'all need to see this. I mean, for such a little thing, for such a little thing. Just look at that. It got me all bent out of shape, girl. It has me so bent out of fucking shape. Woo! Okay, breathe it out, Emmy. Breathe it out. You ain't no punk bitch, Emmy. All right, Annie. Past life reading. Okay. And then one ClairTarot card. Annie, is there anything in particular you want to ask for the ClairTarot? Hi, Annie. Mr. Gabriel Mora, behave yourself. Annie, is there anything in particular that you would like to ask for your ClairTarot? Twin for card. Okay. So let's do the ClairTarot really quick. And if you're watching and you would like to expedite a request, please do so via the link. Oops. All righty. Let's see what the card says for Annie and her twin. Ooh. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So he's really, really going through that dark night of the soul, which you're already aware. He's going through the dark night of the soul, and it's got him so wound up, and he's just don't know what to do with himself. It's triggering quite a bit of a coping mechanism. And I'm sure you know what I mean by that. What goes on within his mind, it's really so, I guess you could even say abusive, self-abusive. Like he really, really just tears himself down. And although it seems like it's just unnecessary pain, it really is serving his greater good. It's helping him to really develop his inner and understanding of self. He's finally beginning to face quite a few of the demons that have, and I mean this figuratively, the demons that have kept him bound to certain cyclical behaviors. Now, although he needs this, it's very difficult for you, okay? It's very, very difficult for you to cope because it's hard for anyone you love to go through the things that he's going through. It's really, really hard. And what ends up happening is you end up taking in quite a bit of his struggle. You have to take care not to do that. Okay, you really have to take care not to do that, because if you allow yourself to get bogged down, and I'm not saying don't care, it's wrong to care. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't take it into your core. You can sympathize, but don't empathize. Don't make it your problem too, because then you both be sinking. Okay, so your higher self is talking to me. I'm sorry. Annie, have things gotten worse? Have they taken a turn for the worse, like with like the intensity of emotions and the coping mechanisms, chosen coping mechanisms? Let's see. She said she was switching to Facebook. Let me see where Annie went. I think I lost her, folks. Yeah, I don't know where Annie went. Your higher self is basically saying, be ready. Be ready for things to get a lot worse. Okay, for him, not for you, for him. But because you're so intricately tied at this point, it might be for you as well, you know, just because of your association. So let's give her a moment to either get on YouTube or Facebook. Let me see. So what I'm going to do while I wait for her to come back, maybe we can do some number wars. I don't really know where she went. Unless her Wi-Fi got shut down. Yeah, I don't know where she went. Okay, guys. She has Annie has a past life reading as well. So what we'll do, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. All right, we'll do number wars. Yeah, she said going to Facebook, but I haven't seen her comment on Facebook unless Facebook is hiding my shit. Hold on really quick, guys. Dear Facebook, don't be such a... All right, hold on 1 second. Okay, so it looks like my comments are not populating on my phone. Fuck you, Facebook. Oh my God. Okay. That totally got me all emotional. Okay, so I did not know you guys have been commenting and commenting. The last comment I saw was coffee by Tiffany. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, I can't really go back. I don't know how many comments there are at this point. I can't go all the way back. So let me just quickly see. She said freezing. Oh, you had an argument this morning. Dang. It's about to get real bad, okay, girl? It's about to get real bad. You can handle it. You can definitely handle it. It's going to be hard, though, okay? What you need to do, because I saw you had asked a question, how do you not take it all the way in if you share the same core? You allow it to just flow through you. Go all the way through. Don't hold it in, like all the way through, okay? That's really, I guess, the best you could do. So for the past life, I'm being shown several lives. This looks like a, like that movie, what's it called? I can't even remember it. I can't remember it. He's really fighting. He doesn't want this life to come forward, and he's his higher self, not him, his higher self keeps trying to scramble the words. Annie, he's all in your space. He's so frantic. Did he leave? Did he leave the house? This morning when you argued, did he leave and hasn't been back yet? Because I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling at all. Do you know where he is? And I think Facebook is blocking the comments again. Hold on. Okay, there you are. He dropped you off at your house. You haven't spoken since then. Are you able to call him? Did he sound like he was saying goodbye to you? The feeling I get is not good. It's not your job to save him from himself. The voices are so loud. I think he is, Annie. I think he is in danger. And I don't like to say those things lightly. I think you should call him. I definitely think you should call him and make sure he's not planning anything. I think he has completely lost control. It's not good. It's definitely not good. Think about what he said to you. Did it give you the impression that he's giving up? Okay, call him, okay? Please do let me know if everything's okay. Go by the feel of his energy, not what he says, because I don't think he's going to admit. But you'll know. You'll know when you call him, okay? His higher self won't allow for a past life reading, and your higher self keeps yelling to call him. So, no answer. God, this is such a violation. Okay, Annie. I know I don't have his prior permission, but I'm going to access his field and I'm going to quiet the beings that are influencing him, because I think they've convinced him to do something. And in this case, it's possible for me to go ahead and access without permission. I'm going to pull his latchings to me. Annie, call him, okay? All right. Annie, I don't know if you're still on here. I've pulled all of his latchings to me and I've extracted them from myself. It's going to take them a little bit to find their way back to him. So you have maybe an hour, okay, where he's probably just, I don't know, emotional out of his own mind, but no parasitic influence. You have about an hour. So if you can reach him, that's perfect. If he won't answer the phone, you need to start talking to him telepathically. You have that connection. That's already been reestablished. Maybe he's asleep then, okay? Maybe he's asleep. Hopefully he's asleep. Talk to him in your mind. You can definitely reach him that way. Talk to him in your mind. Whatever. One second. All right. Wrap him up, Annie. Wrap him up in a lot of love, a lot of love that only you can give him. Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you, girl. Something really, really big has gotten a whiff of your energy together. and it's not good. Okay. If you've already been trying to extract, how we had spoken about, stop. Okay. This thing was not present when I gave you those instructions. Don't try and extract anymore. If it resonates with you, this probably is something that should be taken care of in a private session, because this thing is not. But I think you definitely have to have a conversation with him in your head at the very least. Okay, he can hear you. He can definitely hear you. A lot of the things that he experiences, he passes off as coincidence, or he's just imagining it, but his abilities are activating. So he can hear you. I know that for a fact. So make sure you do some work on yourself to ground yourself and send fire through that twin flame cord. Okay. Don't allow any of that into your space. It's important. You don't allow any of that into your space. Did you write any? I haven't checked my emails. I'll definitely look at it after. Okay. So, let's see. All right. Deb Lashbrook. Okay. So a scan and a ClairTarot. So Deb, Annie, it's okay. It's okay. Honestly, I don't need permission to enter. Because nothing can keep me out, I like to keep myself on a very short leash and always be very, very mindful of giving people the freedom to choose. It's my own personal thing. You don't have to be sorry for anything. All right, Deb's here. Let's get you a card and then do your scan. And Annie, really, don't feel bad. Okay, don't feel bad. Cases like this where self-harm is potentially imminent, those are one of the few exceptions where you don't need permission, okay? Deb says, good card, no whammy. Good card, no whammy. All right, let's see. Here we go, Deb. Ooh, heaven sent. So Deb, what's going on is you're getting divine guidance from creation. You're hearing this guidance very, very clearly, whether it be heard via feeling, emotions, whatever it is, you're getting the divine guidance that you need, and keep listening to it. Hold on. And it's card number 33, just so you know. Hold on. Let me see. You will be empowered to accomplish tasks that you may have nearly but not quite been able to manage on your own through the bestowal of a spiritual gift. This card brings the message, let yourself be helped. Assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. You know, I think the shard might be reaching out very soon. I think very soon you might get a message from the shard. So, and for those of you who don't know, sometimes some of us experience such tremendous trauma in a previous life or a previous existence that it fractures the soul, and they're split apart and experience life separately. So Deb is one of those souls, and I think it has to do with that. That's the feeling that I got. I don't know if it's just energetic or an actual message that will be sent. Quite a few people have shards that are actively looking for them at this point. So it might be an actual message for you, though. I am thinking it might be an actual message. So let me go ahead and scan you. There's quite a bit of upgrading that's taken place to your morphogenetic template. There's codes that have gone active. There's sections that it looks like it's been cleared away. And this is a good thing. It's a very beneficial thing that I'm seeing. It looks like sections were cleared away to make space for something else to enter. And that kind, ooh, 87% at 444. Love it. Love it. So it looks as though it's time to begin opening yourself to the potentiality of group work, paired up work. You know, you're used to doing things kind of on your own. That's about to change. Okay. And again, I don't know if it's just energy, because the two of you, your energies are so potent separately that I can't quite discern if it's two of you present, like actual in real life contact, or if your energies are just, sorry, or if your energies are just merging and that's causing like a boom to the field. I can't tell. I just know it's a ton of energy, a ton of energy. So it might just be your reaction to their presence, or it might be a full-on merger. It's a ton of energy, though. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see any coding that's been corrupted. I don't see any parasitic breaching. I do see what look like, it's almost like studs, like spikes that have been installed all along your back. This doesn't look parasitic. It doesn't read as parasitic. It actually looks as though your higher self put this in. I'm wondering why, though. She says to be ready, of course. Ready for what? To be ready, of course, MA, to be ready. So, all right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and end the Facebook Live on my phone. I was going to try and just go live on my phone, but it's too confusing for me to go from this camera to this camera to this camera to this camera. and then the comments are stuck here anyways. So it's too confusing for me. I'm going to shut you down on my phone, Facebook, and then I'm going to start another live on my laptop. So if you're watching me on Facebook, give me a second and wait for me to come live again. Okay? Toodles Facebook. So we do that. YouTube, I am so sorry. Let me, I'm gonna just go ahead and start another live for Facebook. Let it wash over me, ready to lose my feet. Steady on down the line. All right. Now I'm not going to feel so confused. All right. There you go. All right. All right. Copy this. Well, hello, Facebook. We're back. Let me just put this mofo right here. All right. Here we go. Where am I at? Is it cold? I don't know. I don't know. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I'm just looking at you guys, just looking at you guys. See how that works? Love it. Okay, now we can really do some stuff now. Because I had to do that. Where the hell did my pencil go? Okay. Because I did that, let's go ahead and do some number wars. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's pick a number from 1 to 100. Hold on. I'm not going to let you guys see what I'm writing. All right, get ready. Ready, set, start guessing. Oh, look at you. Lucky Tram got it at 38. 38. Sorry, guys. Lucky Tram just done messed it up for you guys. She won. She won like immediately. So she won. Congratulations, Lucky Tram. Let's go ahead and pull you a card. I'm being told you need some rough and raw. You need some rough and raw reading, okay? You ready, girl? You ready? That's like the most evil laugh, isn't it? All right. Let me figure myself out. Let me just figure myself out. Raw is the only way. Amen. Amen to that. Raw is the only way. All right. Lucky Tram. Maybe I should stop yelling. All right. Ooh, sheesh. Okay, girl. Card number 10, I sacrifice. Girl, what did I tell you? What did I tell you about being a martyr? Okay. So no, you're not necessarily martyring yourself. What I'm getting is that you're going to be faced with a decision. It's a pretty huge fork in the road. What card is this? Mm-hmm. Anyways, you're gonna be facing a huge fork in the road, and the decision you make is actually going to help to determine the way in which you're going to progress through this journey. You're okay. The fork, it's like you take the shortcut, but that's some fucked up road, girl. That's gonna hurt so bad, but it gets you to ascend the fastest. You know what I'm saying? Or you could take the easier route, which is a long ass drawn out road. And you're gonna fatigue. You're gonna, you're definitely gonna be like, what the fuck did I choose? Either way, it's gonna hurt quite a bit. But the whole thing is that the pain that you experience, it's not in vain. Okay, you're definitely experiencing these things for very good reason. And you also have to surrender the control. You think you can control these things, control the outcome, and no, girl. No, because the one you're fighting is your higher self. Now, if it was someone else, you're trying to fight them to control your life, yeah, you'll win that. But fighting your higher self, you're going to lose that every single time. And it's your higher self that's asking for these things to happen. Now, you don't have to worry about this path that you're on, because look, card number 19, Libra, I balance. And this card is about not going it alone, about allowing yourself to receive the help and the companionship that most people need during this time, and whether you want to admit to what you need or not, girl, just accept the help. You don't have to take the stance or really embody this belief of no help is free, and if someone helps me, then I owe them, and this and that. There's going to be people who you're going to come across who want to help just to help. Okay, and this might have a lot to do with learning a lesson of discernment. Which people want to help just to help, and which people are helping you to get some kind of payback later on. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't be afraid. This is going to be a rough patch for you, though. Okay, definitely a rough patch. A lot of tears, but the tears cleanse away the caca anyways. Just let the tears just just like that. You've been wanting a mentor, oh girl, I got a screenshot. It's 80% at 5:55. Just as I was about to say, I offer mentorships. I'm serious. I offer mentorships. Message my business page on Facebook or email me, whichever, and we'll definitely tell you more if that's something you want to do. Okay? But yeah, awesome. I love that. Look at all these beautiful freaking numbers. Okay. Stop being so annoying, Emmy. That's just to get me to calm down. All right. Melissa Bernard. Ooh. Okay. She got a starseed activation. You got me all squealing. All right. We're doing a starseed activation for Miss Melissa. Melissa, I would like you to please breathe very deep and very slow. To prepare for this, I'm going to have me some naked starburst. I don't even have any music in my headphone. All right. Breathe very deep and very slow. All right. I'm going to flood your field with a lot of energy, okay? Breathe very deep and very slow. We're going to prime the space. I'm going to set all your coding on fire. Breathe. We're going to climb, okay? Breathe. Climbing. Exiting matrix. 110. 250. 320. Eka. Akasha. Reaching. Free fall. 3, 2, 1. Rebound. 15. Scanning. There's one area of resistance. I've partitioned the area. Your higher self has asked me to demolish it. Sending sedation. No. Are you okay? Are you okay, Melissa? Let me just give her a second to finish her experience. She's okay. She says, vision is blurry, hands are uber tingly numb, and head felt like it was expanding and contracting. Your higher self is a fucking thug. So the area of resistance, she asked me to completely break it apart. I did. I couldn't do it again. She wanted me to just absolutely destroy you. You couldn't. Although I couldn't do it, girl, what do you mean why not? Because I can't. I just can't. Not to that degree. Not to that degree. I couldn't do it because it's just not within my heart to do that. Not to a friend, not to someone who doesn't like me. That's not me. And she says, that's fine. She'll find another way. Your higher self is a fucking thug. She's a thug. Be prepared for that. Okay, Melissa? Just be prepared for that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's like a gang initiation is what she wants. I'm not even joking. Well, yeah, apparently she's going to have me do it, find another way to do it, because she just said, and this is the reason why I said that's fucked up. She said, if I need to come to you in your sleep disguised as something nefarious, then I will. I'm sorry, what? That's fucked up. I don't know how to take that. I'm sorry, you're gonna what? Yeah, so what she wants is like full on death match. That's what I said. Well, fuck. What? You're gonna do what? If I guess if that's what she needs to do to get me to comply, I know she is gonna find a way. She's definitely gonna find a way. Oh, girl, I can't. I'm gonna cry. I'm so gonna cry, Melissa. Okay. Ready? Entering your heart space with no sedation. Entering third eye. Crushing solar plexus. Removing your wings. Those of you willing to receive with permission from your highest self, I'm going to distribute all of this energy . How do you feel? Thank you for the beating. Girl. I'll tell you. That's the only beating I'm handing out today. Dear higher selves, no more of that. That's too much for me. Girl, she was planning to come in disguise in the middle of the night. I'm like, you crazy. You done lost your mind. Cloaked at that. I don't know. That was a lot. I hope you're okay. You might experience energetic detox, really intense, over the next few days. You might have to call in sick on Monday. Girl. She says, I'm very hot, but otherwise I'm okay. I sure hope so. She said not to use any sedation. So that was a lot. I don't think I would have been able to do that had you not said what you said. So she said, do it while I'm aware, please. Girl. Okay, let me. That was a lot. You think of all the things, all these like hypothetical scenarios and like, what would you do? You think, what would you do? What would you do if a dear friend of yours asked you to rip out their beating heart? Would you say yes? Okay, guys. Adrian Fernandez for a ClairTarot. I'm definitely not a badass. Thank you for asking, Kathy. I'm okay. Was definitely a very difficult thing for me to do, but that was not the proper time for me to be selfish. No, wait. Okay. So you also have Veil of Confusion removal. Ooh. Okay. And yeah, I did see it as a denying her that was absolutely like a moment of selfishness for me. It's okay. So Adrian, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, you know what? I'm told to use the moon cards. Was that the right decision? Well, what I'm picking up is that you actually weren't done with the lesson yet. Whatever you two were meant to learn together, it wasn't finished. It had just paused. So you definitely were still needing to reconnect. God, he's so in love with you. He is so in love with you. Like a puppy. He just has this way of looking at you. It literally is like a puppy. It's just absolutely in love. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Second house, owning. This is about owning your decision, okay? This is really, really about you owning your decision and your space. Yes, twins have things that they have to do together. You know, it could be together energetically or together in a romantic sense like you have, but you have to own your part of it, okay? This is about experiencing life. This is about allowing yourself to fully dive deep into it. Because I think before, you held back quite a bit. And he kind of felt that. And because he felt that, it scared him. And so it made him act up, made him act out. And that's when you guys kind of got into the need to separate and all this and all that. So you definitely needed to finish that. I don't know if you guys stay together. I don't know if you guys split up again. So this card, owning, it talks about meeting up with stubborn individuals or being unyielding yourself could be an issue. It's important to stay the course, but also to be flexible when dealing with others, especially concerning goals or any financial matter. And I think that's part of what's going on, or before, was that there was a lot of rigidity for both of you. You guys were reflecting it from each other and then amplifying it. So whatever you picked up from him, it's almost like you guys have been competing with each other. Like who can outdo the other, who could top the other. If we're going to talk about, you know, being in a bad mood, then we're going to see who can be in a worse mood, who's going to have an even uglier attitude. And it's not going to work if you guys are both going to continue that. So you have to own your part in it, but he also has to recognize his. Okay. And so maybe those are things that you guys should talk about before you continue. Not that you should break up first and then talk about it and then decide, but just talk about it while things are still good, while you're still in that honeymoon phase. So if the arguing begins, because you're both very, very stubborn, you guys are exactly the same in that aspect. And what will happen if you talk about it now while things are still good, then when the issues begin to rise up again, you could totally be like, remember we talked about this? Can we do something different this time? And that will help to avoid unnecessary complications within the relationship. Yeah, see, second house can at times indicate stubbornness, slothfulness, and developments that come about slowly or seem to drag. You will not be able to rush things. In most instances, this card indicates an abundant harvest. No matter how fast or delayed it may be, it will arrive. So this, I mean, he's playing for keeps. Let's be honest here. He's absolutely playing for keeps. He didn't come back simply because you were the one that got away, and it was just, you know, he's going to stick around for a little bit and then he's going to leave because this time he gets to be the one. He wants to be the one to end things. He's playing for keeps, but he's also very stubborn. So he's not going to admit that, you know, he's definitely not going to admit that. He's not going to want to feel as though he is bowing down to you too much. Cause you know, he still has that masculine pride where he doesn't want to seem like he's on a short leash by his woman. You know what I mean? So definitely have that conversation with him. I don't think it's a mistake. I think it definitely had to happen. I definitely feel like the lessons you two were helping each other learn were not finished yet. Okay. So now I'm going to do your starseed veil of confusion removal. All right. What was that? Okay. Adrian, please put both your hands up, palms facing me. Whoever's attempting to join in on this, sending energy, trying to tamper with the energy between Adrian and myself, this level of charge is going to burn you. I would highly suggest you stop. All right. How do you feel? Yay, she said warm and goosebumps. So not only did we remove that veil of confusion seal, we also did a little bit of an activation in accordance to what your higher self asked. The activation is not a full-on activation. It's more of a primer. She's going to be activating quite a bit. So she asked me to help prepare the space and make sure everything is set for you to do it on your own. Okay? You're welcome, Adrian. So next we have Jessica Barr. All right, let's go ahead. Jessica. All right, girl. Let's do this. Breathe. That okay? Jessica, can you make it really hot? Is that okay? How do you feel? I do. They're all out. They are all out. All right. Can pets be hybridized too? How do you mean? I believe they can, but I just want to make sure I know what you mean. Some pets I've found aren't even actually like animal spirits. They're more of like a familiar where they assisted you in previous lives and they're here in this life with you to kind of absorb some of the parasitic attempts to help support you, help calm you, help ground you, all that good stuff. Yay! She says, oh my, so much better. Thank you. Pressure shifting in head and energy moving in core again. I wasn't harnessing the levels of energy I needed to do work this week. Aww. Aww. Throat pressure shifting too. Well, da, da, da. I love this freaking sword. I knew I brought this sword for a reason. I haven't felt the need to bring any of my swords around for some time now. I pull the energy to me when I'm working. But for some reason, I was like, boo boo, you're coming with me today. In case y'all forgot, I believe 100% in lick claiming. Claimed. That mofo is claimed. All right. Let's go ahead. Claudia Kayagari. I love your name, by the way. In case, oh, what? I sure hope that's my husband attempting to reset my password. I sure hope. Okay, yes, definitely, Claudia. Definitely. What word? Oh, the lick claiming? Just lick everything. No. I didn't actually lick it. I was just faking it. I was fake lick claiming. I found that even if you fake it, it's oftentimes enough because my kids don't touch it anymore after that. All right, Claudia, let me just see. Claudia, did they wait, let me see what you wrote again. Did they clarify whether it was fluid filled? Was it fluid filled? They couldn't tell? Because it looks fluid filled to me. Can I try something? Let me just get some. Okay. All right. It's movable. It's all right. It feels more like a cyst, a fluid filled cyst. Okay, there it is. We need a specific sort. So what I'm going to try, yeah, the clavicle. My baby's got a fucked up head. Let me sing that song. That's what she thought when she felt it. An apocalypse up in his fingertips. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those guys, I love the way that got his backpack. Hey, hey. You might feel heat in the clavicle. You might feel pressure, okay? Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Claudia, do you feel some pressure, a little bit of warmth in the area? Yeah, he's still my baby. Yeah, yeah, I like it like that. Yeah, yeah, I like it like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, like it like that. Okay, so I've inserted my energy into the mass. I'm going to call Arkai to retrieve the energy for me, okay? Hopefully he'll take the entire mass. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. 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 So damn good. Okay, so Claudia, how do you feel? Do you feel okay? So what happened was I guess I should have sent double the energy because it merged with half. Does that make sense? So when he went to give me back my energy, only half was removed. How does it feel right now? This is warm and tingly. You're welcome. Does it feel a little bit deflated? Oh, let me shut down the freaking, hold on really quick. My baby's got a messed up head. Excuse me. Un momento, por favor. Just... No, that wasn't psychic surgery. I mean, I guess I could try, but that's a little hokey to me. Isn't that crazy for me to say that? That's a little hokey to me. All right. Let me see. Let me just check. Is it still tingling right now? I'm sorry, Emma. I wasn't trying to poke fun at you. I'm just I'm just odd like that. I don't like to be called a psychic. I don't like to just freaking, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just me. It's me is what it is. It's still tingling. Okay, good. Because it looks like he's still trying to get more out, but what I felt was like about half was removed. Are you suddenly feeling like you kind of need to cough? Emma, the modality is called Kokoro 33. This is not like any other modality that's currently being used. I didn't learn it from anyone. It's 5:55 right now. Anyways, it's not like any other energetic modality that's currently being used. I wasn't taught it. I didn't find it in a book. I didn't Google it. It's just something that I know how to do because my soul remembers. So it's called Kokoro 33, and I teach classes. No cough? Okay, give me 1 second. All right. So my feeling, and of course, my feeling is not going to replace medical treatment, actual medical diagnostic testing. My feeling is that you have a what do you call it? A change in your hormonal composition, and it caused a growth. And the growth is fluid filled. It looks and feels like a cyst to me, like how you would get one on your ovary, but it's up here. It is tied to you carrying your emotions in that area. Okay, so it's like you know enough to kind of protect your heart, and you don't really want to carry it on your shoulders. So it's like you have it in your hand and just you're holding it like this, if that makes sense. So you have to, I don't know if you're on hormones of some sort. I believe it's what's causing it. I don't know. I mean, and you definitely don't have to put it on a live stream, but that's definitely something you might want to consider if you're on any sort of like hormone contraceptive or something like that. I think you've reached a point where your body is shifting in the way it's doing its metabolic hormonal processes. And the presence, even though if you've been on something for a long time, it doesn't matter. Your body's just shifted into a different way of being, and it's going to continue to react. Hold on. Oh, you had a IUD and you removed it in January? Ooh, that could have been what it was then. Did you have it for a very long time? Because if you had it for a very long time and then you removed it and it was hormonal, and then now your body's kind of being forced to shift back to a normal process, that could have been what did it. Oh shit, you had it for 15 years. That would be plausible then. It would be plausible. Yeah. Because I'm detecting like a pretty significant shift in hormone production. And it's almost this feeling of like certain organs or whatever that we're used to not having to do as much work are now having to do extra work. So then that would absolutely fall together. They go hand in hand. Well, good news. I don't detect any cancer, but of course, you know, I'm not a diagnostic machine. I don't detect any cancer. I kept your higher self was like, she could go to Dr. Pimple Popper. Do you watch that show? Oh my God, girl. Dr. Pimple Popper. And the fact that your higher self is joking around like that, it's like, what the fuck? This is serious. Do you love her? I love her too. I don't think it's really anything that is too concerning, you know, and I don't like saying that just because it's like this feeling that your worries are being diminished or not taken into account. But, you know, I don't detect anything that would make me be like, no, girl, you need to get a second opinion. Like it feels like a cyst to me, fluid filled, and it doesn't feel attached to any structures. I don't know if you could feel me like messing with it, like I was moving it around. I don't know. I wanted to be a surgeon at one point. Just let me have my fun. All right. So I think you're okay, though. I definitely think you're okay. So at this point, I want to do some free readings for you guys. I want to do some free readings. My baby's got him. Oh, wait. Did I shut down the link? I believe I did. Yeah, he's still my baby. All right. Okay, y'all. That was so ugly. Let's do this, okay? Whew. Let's see. I play with it too. The thought's not a breach either. I did hear something while I was talking to you earlier. Just a little while ago, actually. I'm scanning you right now. I see a really ugly, ugly face, but it's not inside your field. I believe it's outside your field, and your sense of hearing, your detection, has just increased like dramatically. So definitely, I remember what you wrote. Definitely continue saying that out loud if you need to. Okay. I don't detect it in your field though. Yeah. Hi, Linda. All right, guys. It's now time. It's time for some free readings. I was going to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, pick a number from 1 to 100, not a scale of 1 to 10. Ooh, let me write this down first. Dude, that's an ugly number. All right, let's get started with the guesses. I'm ready. I have my number picked. I also got my starburst. Claudia. Claudia won at 29. Claudia. Give me 1 second, Claudia. All right. Okay, Facebook, your comments are completely stuck again. I'm going to go ahead and pin a link. If you'd like to be a part of the free readings, then join me on YouTube, is what it is. Join me on YouTube, and that way I can actually see what the hell y'all are saying. FB sucks so bad. All right, Claudia. Gloria, Okay, I'm sorry. That was disrespectful. Your last name just totally tickles me. I don't know what it is. Some days I find myself just saying it over and over. It makes me feel so exotic when I say it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. All right, Claudia. So if you're on Facebook, please do join me on YouTube. The pinned comment has the link for the YouTube Live where you can qualify for potentially winning a free reading. All right, Claudia, let's see what's going on. Oh, you know. Okay. Ooh, girl, I like this. I like this. So here you go. Card number 23, Aquarius, I know. Because you know, girl, you know. It looks as though your abundance is going to be coming in. You're just pouring it forth. And there's a female, another person, who is kind of helping you with this. You know what you need to do. Well, you have an idea of what is going to bring your abundance in. You've been doubting yourself a little bit, but you're getting more comfortable with accepting that your creativity is going to help sustain you monetarily. And the card number 23, Aquarius, this has to do with a star card. It's gonna be a big boom, like a really big boom, you know, a big flash. And this is all tied to your creativity. And I think what's going on is you just kind of need not someone as to use as a sounding board, but someone who will go into this with you, who has something equally as creative to do. And so the two of you kind of take on a project, and I think I know who it is too. The two of you take on a project, and it becomes something that's actually very, very successful. It's a little bit shaky, just a little bit shaky in the very beginning, but it becomes something very, very worth your while. Enough to make you not want to do that 9 to 5. Okay. And then you also have card number 43, lunar eclipse, and that's change. And you are going through a lot of change. Okay. Especially with the things that have gone on with your health stuff. And it's shifting the way you see yourself, how much value you put into your health. That's why these things needed to happen, so that you could understand the need for you to do different options rather than what you've been doing. You're not necessarily in bad health, but there is room for improvement to prevent other complications from occurring. Again, I don't see any cancer type stuff. That's not what I'm saying, girl. But it's just, you know, you're needing to be kind of like in fighting form, if that makes sense, like at the pinnacle of your health game. So with that, card number 7, abundance, Jupiter, abundance. Okay, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I I like to do that. You're going to have to accept that about me. I just like to randomly say shit like that. In that way, I mean. The lips of the wise are as the doors of a cabinet. No sooner are they open, but treasures are poured out before thee. This is telling you to listen to me. Woo! Girl, that was the most pretentious shit I've ever said. But really, the book says, that's what the book says. Expect doors to swing open. I think you're going to really do amazing over the next few months, but you just kind of have to get over that fear of the initial steps, because it is going to take a leap of faith. You're more of a creature of habit. You like what you like, and you don't really want to change from that. But you also recognize that there's so much more and you're not tapping into it, which is true. There is so much more that you can offer yourself that you haven't tapped into yet. You need to listen to my Pisces reading that I just did. I think it was yesterday. Now other passwords. I mean, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. Go ahead and hack my shit. Enjoy browsing Zillow and Realtor.com. Go ahead. I'm just saying. But yeah, Claudia, you have a lot of things that are about to happen for you. Out of your own way, girl. Out of your own way. I know. You were totally in my thoughts as I was doing the reading. I was like, girl, this is for us. See, I knew it. It was Friday. He was resetting my passwords. All right. Let's do another reading. Now that we've discovered my spouse is the hacker. No, he's not a hacker. All right. LA? Okay, I'm so sorry. Let me just erase all the hearts that I drew. So y'all can start guessing numbers now. Now that I'm done messing around with hearts and stuff, go ahead and guess numbers. If you're watching me on Facebook, please do click on the link in the pinned comment. That takes you over to YouTube, where I'm actually paying attention because the comments are not stuck. Cheryl Walker. That was intense. Cheryl Walker, you won at 16. I don't know why I said your name that way, but Cheryl Walker, you have won. Y'all are guessing the numbers far too quickly, is what it is. Y'all are just guessing the numbers far too quickly. All right, Cheryl. That was so fast. You and Claudia. All right. By the way, Emma O'Brien, thank you for joining. I'm really enjoying your presence, I must say. Hello, Mamie. All right. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. All right. You have card number 29, fifth house. This has to do with creativity. You're needing to become more and more creative with your life, with your life processes. It's this feeling that I'm getting. I kind of want to look in the book, but your higher self says, no, go with this. Is this feeling that I'm getting that you have two faces. One face you just never show anyone. The other face is what you feel like people want to see from you. Your higher self says, screw the masks. Get cray-cray. No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Don't get crazy, but your higher self wants you to reunify those two halves and exist in your totality. Begin getting creative with the way you express yourself, okay? Because I know you do have a hard time expressing yourself. But that's what your higher self is saying. You have a hard time expressing yourself, and especially if you really, really care for and respect the individual, you have a tendency to kind of just bite your tongue because you don't want to create conflict and this and that. But your higher self is saying, sometimes, boo, sometimes you got to show them this face. That's a face. That is definitely a face. Look at that. See? So when they start talking shit to you, you got to make that face. Okay, Cheryl? You got to get creative with the way you handle things that are going on. And I think this is your higher self telling you to stop avoiding. Okay? Stop avoiding speaking your mind. And if people lose their shit off of you just like calmly speaking your mind, well, message from your higher self, give them the single finger salute. Or maybe not. Maybe you could just be like, why are you yelling? Why are you upset? You don't have to do things Emmy style. And then you have card number 10, Neptune, sacrifice. No more of that sacrificing stuff. You are not a goat. We're not sacrificing you. You're not the scapegoat needing to be sacrificed. Okay? You've put your own needs to the side for far too long. And I don't like saying this, but your higher self just said it. And I was like, no, I'm not saying that. I guess I am saying it. You've put your needs to the side for so long that the energetic disharmony is beginning to enter the density of your flesh. You're beginning to develop an actual health condition. Okay? I don't know if your belly has been rather swollen lately. You're wondering, like, am I gaining weight? Why does my belly look so pudgy? It's a lot of systemic inflammation. Your body is attacking your digestive tract. Okay? You're at the cusp of developing an autoimmune condition. You've attacked yourself for far too long. Your body is now preparing to attack itself. You have to stop, like, right now. It's not too late. It's not too late to fully avoid it. It's not too late yet. You can still stop it in its tracks. But you're dangerously close to an autoimmune condition. And I will tell you, from what I've learned through my own journey with my health and my family's health, when you develop an autoimmune condition, it's actually very, very common to have a secondary autoimmune condition. You don't want that, okay? You really don't want that. You have to stop martyring yourself. And here's the thing. You martyr yourself for people who are not worthy of that type of excessive love. They don't appreciate it. That's the problem. They don't appreciate it, and then you beat yourself up after. Take your filter off, girl. I have no fucking filter. I really don't. I really don't. I don't have a filter. I was born without one. I'm like, take it up with my mama. You got a problem with me not having a filter? Talk to my mom. Yeah, no, seriously. Take the filter off. Okay, no more fear. I mean, seriously, no more fear. It's that fear that gives other beings, other people, that little bit of space to begin thinking that they can actually have the option of not honoring your needs. Like, no, you know what? Once, years ago, a long time ago, I was in a theater and we were sitting down. The movie's about to start, and this couple comes in. You know, they want to sit down, and this guy was huge. I want to say he was probably over 6 feet tall, and he leans over and he goes, "Hey, y'all gotta move over." And I said, "What?" And I said that out loud. That was my initial reaction. What? And he says, "Oh, could y'all please scoot over one seat so we can fit?" That's right, motherfucker. I don't give a shit how big you are. Watch the way you talk to me. I didn't know him, but my energy totally said, "Motherfucker, you ain't gonna talk to me like that." And so he changed his tune and he said, "Could y'all please scoot to one seat?" Okay, sure. Motherfucker, try to talk to me like that. Keep the fuck out of here. So yeah, Cheryl, take the filter off. You don't need that filter. Just do your thing, girl. Do your thing. All right. So let's go ahead. Let me prepare my Yeah, no, I thought, what? And mind you, I'm not that big. I don't care. I don't care if I'm only up to your kneecaps. I will punch you in the kneecaps. That just sounds so obnoxious. All right, let me just figure out what I want to do. That's so ugly. All right, guys. All right. So let's see. Let's start the guessing. Pick a number from 1 to 100, and there you go. Hi, Sam. Okay, let's see. Jessica Rose. Jessica Rose won at 64. All right. Ready? All right. All right. Give me 1 second. All right, Jessica Rose. Let's get you a couple cards. Oh, what is going on, everybody? Oh, shit. I like this a lot. All right, card number 10, sacrifice, Neptune, stop it. That's that. Jessica, stop sacrificing. Hold on. You are being directed into an area which may feel like it's unknowable. Surrendering to the mystery may work best now. So I think part of what's happening is that things from the past, meaning previous life, past, is bubbling up to the surface. And, you know, it's a tough subject for you. It's a very, very tough subject for your heart, for your mind. And I think what you have to do is just kind of surrender surrender to the discovery process. Okay. It really feels like the things that have been difficult will probably continue for a bit longer. There's things that are more deeply rooted that are trying to sift its way up. And so it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Okay. But you definitely have the support that you might need, you know, when things get a little bit difficult. You definitely have support. Yeah, I think the memories they're beneath the surface, but they're not that far from the surface. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more, and then they'll start to bubble all the way up. So your next one is card number 45, part of fortune increase. And I like that card. I like that card. This is a card about luck, fortune, karmic triggers, destiny, and fate. Yup. This is about moving ahead. It's also about destiny. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, it says it is as if its powers are waiting beneath the surface. And when that water is stirred by action or thought, those talents and gifts emerge. So what I was just saying to you. What I was just saying. So yeah, it's hard. It's definitely a hard process, but you have what it takes. You have the support, you know, when you need it. But this is something that is just for you. You know what I'm saying? But when you do need the support, it's there. It's definitely there. So it's difficult because it's like no one else will really understand. Some folks can understand to a certain degree, but your galactic past is so complex, and there's so many like really, really convoluted things that it's all been muddled together. And it's like you're trying to extract the pieces that are yours. And that's what makes it so difficult. And that's what makes it so, makes you feel as though you're doing this so alone. And you're really not. There's, of course, those that support you when you're ready to allow it. Okay? So next we have, let's see. We're going to guess, let me just write it. All right, go ahead and start guessing. Pick a number from 1 to 100. And win a prize. And can I just tell you guys, I love how all of you are so patient and wait for me to say like, yeah, I'm ready. Versus just like starting with the numbers and I haven't picked a number. Ooh, you guys are typing fast. Cheryl Walker. Cheryl Walker won at the number 2. Cheryl Walker. All right, Cheryl. You ready for this, Cheryl? I'm told this is going to be an intense one. Seems like a big message trying to work its way through. Ooh. Ah. Okay, Cheryl. She said, give me something good. Okay. Well, truth is good, so I'm going to give you the truth. I'm definitely going to give you truth. And truth is good. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. Hold on. I just got to check something. I want to make sure I didn't misread this. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. It is good. I'm just messing around with you. I'm just messing around. It is good. So you got diving for light. Okay, card number 11, diving for light. No longer are you to be partitioned to the shallows or the shore. You have to begin diving deep into yourself. No more filters. The filters are what partitions you from diving into your deep trenches. You are a deep sea diver. Start diving deep. The truth of who you are, what you're here to do, and all of that goodness is deep in the trenches. You're never going to find the answers that you're wanting and needing at this point in your journey by staying near the shore. So, hold on. Okay. So, doing that, diving deep can be scary. Okay. I mean, have you seen what the hell occupies the trenches? Have you seen anglerfish? They scary as fuck. Deep sea fish look like monsters. But are they? Just because you look like a monster doesn't mean you are a monster. And that's the thing, Cheryl. This is about figuring out what everything means beyond the surface, okay? So, you know, faith in the process. Card number 32. Now, yes, you're naked in your truth. But yes, you're also being carted around, okay? You are protected. You're being carted around. You're not having to do this on your own. You're not having to exhaust yourself. Being exhausted is an option. The moment you begin to focus on yourself, you begin to recognize what needs you've been completely ignoring. And look, you even have two birds giving you actual guidance. They're communicating with you. They're letting you know what your soul is trying to tell you. And so you have to just listen, okay? Just listen. Now, if you're not going to listen, remember what I said, being exhausted is optional. Well, you're about to get exhausted. You're about to feel depleted if you don't stop the cycle that you've been perpetuating for pretty much all of your life. You know, and I hate to say this, but you've basically been conditioned to put yourself last. So that's kind of how you've always been. Put yourself last. And, you know, I learned, it took me a long time to learn this, but I eventually did learn it. I learned that me not loving myself the way I so freely love others is absolutely a slap in the face to God. That's a slap in the face. You know, if you have children, if you have more than one child and people only appreciate and love on one of your children and not the other, how do you feel as a parent? How do you feel? It's not like a slap in your face, like, what about my other child? You know? So it's like that. God wants all of us to be loved. There was never any separation in that plan. Even in us being in individual bodies, having an individuated experience, we weren't meant to experience separately. I think I said that right. You know, we weren't meant to experience this life separately. We were meant to experience things and share it with each other. But again, you know, stuff happened. So your creativity is going to really help you to rise up. You're going to be completing projects. You're going to be working on yourself and getting somewhere with it. Before you've definitely tried before, but you lose steam and then the old programming comes back and you're like, no, I'll just take care of myself later. I got to do this first. I got to help that person first. And then you fall back into the pattern. But this time around, I think you're actually going to stick to it, you know? And it's not asking you to be selfish. It's not asking you to stop caring about other people. This is asking you to begin caring about yourself the way you care about other people. It was never about like, stop helping anyone. It's about recognizing you deserve to receive the kind and amount of love that you so freely give out. Reciprocity. You know, true love is a cyclical thing. It's a cycle. It's a circle. You're supposed to be able to receive as much as you give out and give out as much as you receive. Okay? So the final chord is temperance. You got this life, girl. You definitely got this life. It's time for you to stop shrinking yourself. Does that make sense? It's time for you to allow yourself to heal, to allow yourself to grow, to allow your wings to spread out. Your wings, they should not have been bound as tight and as long as they've been bound. You stretching out your wings has nothing to do with you boasting or trying to rub people's faces in the fact that you're so much more and you're above, okay? Because I know that's kind of how you feel. Like if you show this, if you share this, then it's like, oh my God, I'm so full of myself. People are going to think I'm, and let them think whatever they're going to think. To be honest, they're thinking what they're thinking, regardless of what you do. No matter how hard you try, the people who don't want you to succeed, who don't want you to succeed, they will think whatever it is they're thinking. You know, it doesn't matter what you do. Now, when you allow your wings to stretch out, when you allow that power to re-enter those wings are for more than just flying. They serve as a shield and they have the capability to energetically heal. Now, when you strengthen your wings, you're not just empowering yourself. You are now capable of empowering others. You see someone being attacked, you can wrap your wings around them and shield them from that. Give them some respite from the onslaught of attacks. What you're doing, denying yourself, you are also denying everyone who will come across your path looking for help from you. And whether it's a spoken help or whether it's just something that the hearts communicate, if you deprive yourself, you deprive them as well. And I find that when we put it in these terms, empaths have a tendency to understand much better. Because, you know, just empaths the way we are, it's very hard for us to think of, I'm part of the group, I need to love myself too. It's like, oh, that's energy I could be giving to someone else, someone who needs it. I know I can heal myself, so let me heal someone else first. And it's like, no. Nope, that's not how it works. You got to allow yourself to receive. Okay, Cheryl, you know what to do. You really do. You know what to do. You just needed to hear this and swift kick in the butt back into the group because you've separated yourself from the group. You're like, this is the group I need to love and protect, and failing to realize you're part of that group. So that's all we did. We kicked you back into the group. Back in. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I just recognized the time. So that means I'm going to be going on Instagram and doing readings there. If you want to join me, try and get a free reading over at Instagram. Definitely do. My handle is Emmy Evolving, and I'm going to be live in a minute or so. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Actually, by Facebook, I don't know if anyone's still on Facebook, but actually, tomorrow I'm going to come live again and do expedites again, I think. Different types of expedites. I was kind of in a rush today, so I had to leave that alone. But yeah, join me on Insta in a minute. All right. Bye, guys. Oh. How do I end this live? Oh, shit. Here we go. Bye, guys.